Hey everyone, it's Anahata. How are you? Welcome to my YouTube channel where every week I pull an assisting frequency for the collective from the Anahata Codes, the book of codes, which are the law of attraction of energy medicine. Now this week we're going to kind of do things out of order. Usually I explain what the code is and then we install it. This time we are going to install the code first and then speak about it. And the reason for that is because this week is for Australia and the fires that they are managing. And so as I explain the code which is going to support this projection effort, you're going to actually be projecting simultaneously through recognizing why it's useful. So it's important that we install the code first, activate the vortex, and project that timeline potential for realization from the collective. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, first let's talk about time, and then the code. We'll install it and I'll explain what the code is.
The funny thing about time is that it isn't linear, and in fact, doesn't really exist. The past is gone, the future never here. All we have is the eternal now moment. Now, that's simply too much to ask for any logical brain to process from their current validation of how time works. We wake up in the morning, we get dressed, we go to work, we come home, we spend time with our loved ones, we learn, we grow, we eat, we play, we cry, we have memories, we give meaning to all we experience and see and taste and touch and smell and feel. And we age, and therefore time seems very real. But since all we ever have is this divine, eternal now moment, what if time was actually an illusion? The totality of every option that there ever was or ever could be laid out before us, and it is our conscious awareness of where we are in that choosing on that timeline that breathes consciousness into that moment and collapses the wave into particle. Every moment, limitless potential, and it is our conscious focus which brings that timeline potential into being, sort of like a series of still shots. Now moment after now moment after now moment, with the now being the only thing that we truly have, and from which any potential is possible if we so choose to focus our conscious awareness on it. Now, we do have collective energies. That is, constructs where two or more people are coming into focus with the same reality and therefore strengthening that probability of that timeline potential playing out, whether it is for highest good or catastrophic. Our energy flows where it goes and adds power to that probability. While your reality is very much personal and your response to your environment activates your gene expression and magnetizes what you will experience, we are connected. What fires together, wires together in your mind, but also on a collective conscious level. And so we are one, spinning on this speck called Earth together. So while you weave the components of your experience individually, we do weave in unification, and the collective brings forth common threads into existence. This stabilizes the now moment, but can be edited and adjusted more than you would ever imagine being possible. And that's what I want to do with you today, is retroactively from this now moment heal and then expand by editing the timeline. Specifically Australia, who needs our collective alchemical support to shift the timelines, to heal and end the disruptive bushfires which are occurring. There is an ancient manifestation practice which involves seeing the outcome so clearly as if it is so that it creates that timeline potential and we jump into that new reality. This is what Australia needs. It needs our heart and minds focused on positive outcome rather than the devastation which has occurred, which only feeds that probability further. So, the code that rose up in support of this, so that we can project that new reality, is totem animal snail. Now I'm going to read you the attributes of this medicine, but before I do, let's go ahead and install this so that as I describe, you can already then project and use that power for Australia. Totem animal snail is currently located in the Anahata Codes Book of Codes in the Totem Animal Medicine tab on row 180. Let's go ahead and place our left palm up and our right hand on our hearts. We ask for, align with, and allow this Anahata Code. With gratitude, we activate the assisting frequency for the totem animal snail. 140928050942. 140928050942. 140928050942. 140928050942. 140928050942. 140928050942. 140928050942. Now place both hands on your heart and breathe with gratitude. It is so. Now, if you are new to the Anahata Codes and you're like, what the heck is that? What was that? Don't worry. I'm going to try and explain it in about 10 seconds. And the easiest way to do so is imagine you are at the grocery store and you have a cart and you are shopping. And you have a list of things you know you need. And you just go down the aisle and you put them in your cart. Likewise, beyond our space-time, the raw components of everything exists as small components, sort of like the periodic table of elements in our reality, the way the world works here. But this is the energetic totality of definition of things. And there are 35 categories and growing. We just took a pit stop down the aisle of totem animal medicine, right? And so specifically snail. And now installing the assisting frequency, we activate resonance remembrance based on the entire description of everything found within the snail totem animal frequency. So let's take a look at what we have just unlocked from the quantum level. And it's activated through your intention, your heart chakra, and the code. The assisting frequency is what results. It is your response to the energy and information which activates the assisting frequency. So as I read the potent medicine of snail totem animal medicine, you are a carrier of that assisting frequency now through the code. And I'd like you all to just project. Simply what that means is to embrace the vibration of the superpower in any way you can, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and then gently guide that energy. It's sort of like a prayer, if you will, a visualization with that vibrational reality already occurring within you. You are simply imbuing it and embedding it, surrounding Australia with it, with that reality. And there are, of course, many more ways to project, and I teach you all about that in a book that I'm releasing this month on Amazon.com called Grid for Gaia. I teach you how to create an energy vortex and project in many ways, including working with elements and elementals. But for today, we are just going to visualize the activation of this reality surrounding the energetic flow structures, the grids of Australia. Now, the cool thing is it'll act like a magnet and will be magnetized to the areas of need through the interconnectivity of the grid system. Again, I don't have time to teach you about ley lines and all of that, but they're interconnected, and the law of attraction magnetizes the answer to what is needed where it is needed. So don't worry about it getting to the right places or in the right way. It is a self-directed biological transformation. You are providing new timeline potentials via visceral data, which can be activated by anything or anyone that is in need of it, specifically in Australia, and for this cause. So how can a word on this list of attributes innate to snail totem medicine affect change in Australia? How can awareness do so? It is so. How can change do this? It is so. Consciousness, cycles, defense, dreams, evolution, expansion, fertility, grounded, healing, humor, mobility, observation, patience, phases, progress, self-assurance, self-reliance, sensitivity, and time. Each of those potentials now being offered up, being made available energetically by everyone who projects this power, this assistance to Australia. It is the innate wisdom, the innate potency of totem animal snail, activated from the quantum level through the portal of your heart, and now infused onto the ley lines, the grid structures surrounding Australia, making that potential a reality. And I invite you to spend some time going quantum with this and taking this into meditation and visualizing this reality raining down on Australia, and in fact rain in general. So create water molecules within your brain and feel that reality happening in Australia. This is definitely shamanic work, and your power as a co-creator is so valuable in this time space, in this reality, for this circumstance and situation. That's it for this week, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Do share this with your tribe, with those you love, with those whom you think are talented grid alchemists, even if they are unaware of it at the moment. As I mentioned earlier, our conscious awareness of our sovereign power to choose new timeline potentials and project new support
variables into the collective reality is infinitely more powerful and potent than those creating unconsciously through the media and through feeding that fear factory that had the flames going, right, etc. What we resist persists, and what we imagine comes forth. And so you've heard of the 100,000, right, to transform the collective vibration. Much fewer percentage-wise of the population is needed when in power versus not. So we are unstoppable. What we've done together today has transformed timelines retroactively. So thank you so much for joining me. God bless you on your path, and do like, share, and subscribe for weekly codes. And you may want to join my Facebook group, Assisting Frequencies, if you enjoy Gridwork, because I am going to be doing more and more grid work there, as well as launching my very exciting book at the end of this month. That book is Grid for Gaia, Ley Lines for Love. It's launching this month. So stay tuned. God bless. Subscribe, like, share, and we'll be in touch. Bye-bye for now.